Sharp Corner on Hulu was a movie that literally caught my attention because of this. I saw a dude wielding a chainsaw and I was like, I don't know what this is. I'm going to go in 100% blind and just watch it. As I started to watch it, I recognized a lot of the actors and I said, okay, where we're at. Now, this is an interesting movie because obviously from this, it looks like we could be getting some sort of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween horror type situation, and that's not the case. This is a complete breakdown of a man, complete breakdown of somebody who's allowing his family to fall apart, his work to fall apart because he's not happy. He's got other things going on, and he's hyper focused on something that he can't control. When they get their new dream home, it sits on the corner of a road, and on the very first night, there was an accident. A tire goes flying through the window, and it's very, very traumatic. But as they sit there and they look at it, they realize that this house has been sitting on the market for a long time because of this dangerous corner. And instead of, moving on with their lives and maybe trying to figure out a way to move if they don't like it, this man becomes obsessed with accidents and the history of this corner and how many people have died. So much so that he's waiting for the next accident. And it happens. Matter of fact, it happens so much that you start to think the house is cursed and maybe this movie's going to go somewhere different. But what we see is the different layers of this man really just trying to fulfill his life by being a hero, by rescuing somebody in one of these accidents. Meanwhile, the world around him is falling apart. Now, the concept is interesting. There's a lot of layers, a lot of deep dives into this. But for me, it is one of the slowest movies. If it wasn't for the outstanding performances in this film, I think I would have drifted. And I know a lot of people say it's too slow for me, I don't like it, and they can't get wrapped up in the story. And I think there's something to that. I don't need nonstop action, but I need to be involved in the story. And I don't like waiting until the very last minute to see the payoff, and then the payoff isn't as good as it is, or as it should be. I felt that with this movie, that it was so slow. And although I was intrigued by the creepiness of this performance and the creepy factor going throughout, thinking that maybe there's something more than meets the eye here, and this is indeed a horror film, it's really just a psychological look at humanity, and definitely at men in particular in this situation, but can be applied to so many other people. I think the movie is okay. I will never go back and watch it. You gotta be in the mood to dive in and immerse yourself in this story to get into it. The ending is not a big payoff, but you almost see it coming from the